This is an amazing Immortal game played by Super Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura against Boris Galfin, who has been six-time candidates for World Cup Championship title. Hikaru is playing with black, so after this pawn push takes place in the center, if you think you can win a pawn in the center, then you are mistaken. After this captures, if you win a pawn, then in the chess theory of King's Indian defense, after captures, you are winning your piece back, and this is completely fine for black. So usually, after this e5 push, white usually goes for this castle, which is the best move. Knight is jumping on f6, inviting this d5. Knight is retreating. This is the chess theory. Now we have some theoretical moves. Nakamura is just want to expand in the king side and undermine this pawn chain. So we have b4. Meanwhile, Galfan is expanding in the king side. f5 is over the board. c5, challenging this pawn. f6 with this knight. Now this knight can jump forward to attack this central pawn. So we have this pawn push in the center, adding some more protection to it. We have f4, closing the position, and later on this pawn can be pushed and knight can come here and can be used for attacking purposes. Knight c4, a centralizing move with this knight. g5. Meanwhile, Hikaru is expanding in the king side and Boris will try to expand in the queen side. We have a4, knight g6, continuing with the same fashion. Bishop a3. When these pawns are traded off, you would see a constant pressure on this rook, so this rook is moving first. We have b5, expanding in the queen side. D takes. Now this bishop captures. We have a pawn push in the king side. a5, g4. Now b6 is really important to play. You do not want to play this pawn push because after this b pawn is pushed on g6 attacks this bishop, you have no attacking chances in the queen side. So you would have to find this pawn push, which is obviously best. Now this pawn is getting pushed. You can no longer capture here because after captures, let's say you play any of the random move, then this knight can come here attacking this bishop, and also this queen can jump for the attack and threatening checkmate, and you will have to play this bishop move and give up this bishop, which is completely losing for white. So after this, you don't want to capture and play this king h1 move. Now this bishop is challenging this strong bishop, so we have a pawn push in the center. A takes b6. Now bishop retreats, adding further protection in the king side. We have this knight jumping on h4 square, and this is a very cunning move. Let's say you play any of the random move, then you are just lost. After this stunning sacrifice, if you spot it, you can never go for this, and you are attacking this pawn in the next move. If you capture here, this is a stunning checkmate over the board. So after this move, you would have to play this rook move and you are simply up a piece, and this is completely winning for black. So you have to be very careful, and this trick is working. Ganfil just spotted it out, and this rook is moving first. You don't want to capture here. That is why we have this knight sacrifice over the board, and this is very stunning. Can you really accept the sacrifice? White spotted an intermediate move in between. Let's see, does it really work? This pawn captures, which attacks this knight queen, but Hikaru is playing very stunning move, and he sacrificed this queen. Obviously you cannot accept it and bring this queen on the board because you are getting checkmated in one. So this is out of options. So after this captures, you will have to accept this knight, and now again in this move this pawn sacrifice is taking place. So we have king captures. Now rook joins the attack, so king should move. Again on this move, Hikaru is sacrificing his queen and played this bishop move, threatening checkmate. So obviously you can no longer play this queen move because you are getting checkmated. So after this move, Gelfin played the only remaining move in this position, challenging this strong bishop. But again, Hikaru spotted the wonderful move with this queen. Now you can no longer capture here because of the same checkmate threat. And can you capture this bishop? Obviously not, because after this capture, you are getting checkmated in one, which is really stunning. So after this, Gelfand spotted the wonderful idea with this knight capture, which further attacks this queen. But again, a stunning move by Hikaru played this bishop captures, and again the same threat is alive. You can no longer capture here because of this checkmate threat. So after this queen captures was played, and now we have this capture with the queen. Rook joins the attack. Now, white wants to promote this pawn to a queen, but this is not going to help. After this capture, Gelfand played this queen move, but captures, and now queen is joining the attack with an attack on this rook. And guess what? Boris Gelfand just resigned the game on this move. Let's say your pawn is under attack here and you try to save it. Then this is simply lost. You capture here, and let's say you play any of the random move. Then you can just spot this wonderful idea with this knight captures. You can no longer capture here because this capture just loses the queen on the spot, and this is going to be checkmate soon. So realizing all the threats, and black is simply a piece up too, and playing this position with Hikaru is really difficult. So after this move, Boris Gelfand just resigned the game, and Hikaru Nakamura just created the history by playing this Immortal game.